Recording. Okay, y'all. Hands and feet today. Hope you guys are not intimidated too much. Feet are a bit harder, I feel, because we rarely really see feet. But we're gonna touch a bit on feet so that at least you guys know some of the basics. Yeah, rarely draw feet. Even as, I was like drawing characters and stuff when I was younger. Yeah, feet holding cup. It's just for fun. But yeah. Hands are very, very important. Feet, not so much, but it's good to study them anyway because when you draw like figures or if you're drawing like characters, character design, yeah, and all that, hands are fine. Yeah, yeah, that's true. So they were gonna help you guys. If you guys are already pretty good at hands, this will help you to learn more about the structure and stuff. And yeah, we'll actually be doing like structure. We'll be doing more like I'll show you guys a few hacks on how to do hands. So, sometimes your hands might seem very um not right because I have that issue sometimes when I just sketch and stuff. I'm like, the hands kind of don't look right. So that type of stuff can be easily fixed if you just, pull out a reference. Like if you look for like a real life reference, it's very, very helpful. If you find your hands being like, it looks fine, but it looks like it's kind of not like how all the professional artists do it. So you just pull up a reference and draw according to reference. That's my biggest advice. Oh yeah, the hands behind the back trick. Okay, so here right now we are looking at a hand. Let's talk about male hands first. Classic, yeah, classic way of hiding your hands. The old, you know, put. I actually used to do this all the time when I used to draw like Adventure Time style cartoons. I'd be like, lazy draw the hands. But yeah, or you put them in the pockets, honestly. Okay, so for male's hands, you just want to kind of simplify it. This seems like a pretty complicated thing to do, like all of this, every single detail. I know some people, like when they draw hands, they like to draw out like every single line, like these weird, like, palm reading lines. But that's not the actual structure. It might be like the wrinkles on your hand and stuff. It might be able to tell your future or whatever, your fortune, but it's not the actual structure, even though this one can be kind of close. But the actual structure, if you like, everybody like take out your hand, palm up, and then you feel it. You kind of feel the middle is kind of hollow, and then on your thumb, like this area, kind of juts out a bit, right? It kind of comes out a little bit 3D, here. So this like comes out. And this one is hollow. It just like kind of goes in. It's a little bit more empty. And then if you tilt your hand like a little bit on like this side to see this side, you'll notice that this is kind of like the shape, the shape of your hand. It's like some kind of, you know, muscle or something here. It's also a little bit 3D, but not as thick as this. But yeah, it kind of connects up there. And then you will feel, if you feel your hands, you can feel like there are four balls here, right? Four balls. These are your joints. Yep, somewhere around here, yeah. So usually, they'll kind of be like this. So yeah, actually this probably could go up to here a bit. So yeah, this is how I would say a hand is kind of like. You gotta remember like these three pieces. Okay, let's remove all the balls. Yeah. So this is like one piece, two piece, and three pieces. Before you even get to the hand, to the fingers. So yeah, this is how I would really say the structure of the hand is, but you can honestly just simplify it to being like a weird little hexagon. Because you notice that this kind of goes out like a paw, like paws, like a dog or cat paw, and then they're like this. Yeah, it's like we kind of have the paw shape as well here. And then this would be, our paw pads if we were cats, but we're not cats. So yeah, usually the shape is kind of just a weird little hexagon. Boom. Okay, so then your hands like this, thumb here. And you gotta remember that the thumb is a completely separate entity. It's like separated. And then the fingers are all kind of the same-ish. So yeah. You can even draw out the like joints if you want. And ta-da, there you go, a hand. Just gotta remember kind of the shape of it. This is a more masculine hand because the fingers are shorter, thicker. But yeah, this is how you would draw a more masculine hand. Ta-da. Okay. But yeah, you can basically simplify it with just a shape. Like imagine like just fingerless gloves or something. And then this is where your thumb connects and then the rest of your fingers. Just a hexagon shape. This one looks a bit wonky, but yeah. It's kind of just a hexagon shape. Ta-da! But you don't have to draw it out every single time. Usually I just like to draw out the thumb line, and the rest I don't really care too much about it unless your fingers are like folding towards the front or something like that. Then maybe you want to show a bit more of the others. But usually I only draw this one line here. But yeah, there's for your palm. Any questions, don't be afraid to ask. And we'll be moving on to the fingers, where if you notice your own fingers, it's kind of like three pieces, one, two, three. So this piece would be longer. And then these two are kind of shorter. And having this be the shortest, but not everyone's hands are the same for some reason. But yeah, these two would be about the same size, and this one would be slightly longer. So when you let's say you curl your finger, it kind of looks like this. Let me see. Sorry, I'm curling my finger as a reference right now to see. But yeah, here is what it kind of looks like. When you curl up your finger a little bit. There you go. Yeah, so it's kind of just separated. So this would be 1, 2, 3. Okay, all clear so far? Any questions? Any weird angles that you guys want me to cover? Yeah, don't be scared to ask. No questions, I'll keep moving on to curled up or fist. This one is just, curled up. If you just do this with your finger. Ooh. Okay, curled up or fist. Okay, we can do those poses, hand poses. Lines are secret crinkles. Yeah, that's true. Okay. I'm gonna go through this really quick, then we'll do some poses with like fists or like curled out hands. But yeah, here we have this female hand, which is a bit longer compared to the male hand. Let's see, let's put them next to each other. As you can see, the male hen looks kind of rougher, squarish, more squarish. A female hen would be typically longer, more slender, more like, you know, curvy and less boxy. It's more like roundish, and for men, it's a bit more boxy. Okay, so about the same. There are actually a lot of different types of hens in the world. I don't know if you guys have ever seen this, but um, Avatar Elements hens. You guys ever seen this before? This is kind of cool. It's like if you guys ever seen Avatar, was it Avatar The Last Airbender? One of my favorite cartoons back in the day. You can see like the type of element you would be based on your hand. So if you, I think mine is kind of like an air hand. So yeah, yeah, it's a really good show. So like males are more like earth hand looking because it's like thicker, stouter. If your character is more like tough, buff, and very like like a fighter type or a worker type, that would be more of like the thicker earth hand. The rest would really depend on what your character is, what would be suitable for them. Like water is kind of like flexible, you can kind of just like move it around. And air is kind of solid but still like very long. But yeah, I think these and this have like the biggest difference. But yeah, I think mine is air, which is kind of interesting because my birth sign is also air. So yeah, that's cool. So yeah, for females, it's more like these, one of these. So I think this kind of looks like a water hen. So you basically have like a longer palm. Don't forget about this thing. This thing is like a little bone you have. Some people's are more pronounced. Some people you can't really see too well, but it's like a muscle bone thing. It kind of pops out. So yeah, here. And then the same thing, you kind of have the joints here. So that's why this sinks in. This one goes like this. This one is connected to the thumb. You can kind of make it more 3D. So yeah. And then the thumb would be pretty long as well. Your thumb length honestly really depends because for some people it reaches up pretty high. Some people it's quite small, but typically you want it to be around like here. You can kind of agak-agak the length of the fingers comparing to the others. So yeah, 1, 2, 3 as usual. 1 is the longest still, and then 2 and 3 are kind of more or less equal. For some people, 2 is longer. For some people, 3 is longer. But for me, 2 is longer. How interesting. For this reference, I think the top one is longer. Yeah. So yes, male hands, female hands, and hold on. These are some notes that could help you better. As you can see in this example, you can see it's kind of weird and wonky because if you try to do this with your hand right now, it wouldn't kind of look like this because this fingernail is like facing here, this is facing here, this is facing here, this is facing in. They actually don't do that. They actually only operate on one axis. They cannot rotate to the other side. So like if your finger is like this, let's say, okay, your joint, say your finger is like this. You know, this is your normal finger. You can't really rotate it into something like this. Like this is like the side, and then it just goes here. Like it doesn't really rotate, you know, you can't really turn it. So make sure your fingers are all facing the same direction. Yeah, that's cursed, isn't it? Maybe if you can finish it. Yeah, that's fine. If you are not feeling that well, take care of yourself and drink some water. If you need anything, you can message me or you can look back at the recording if you have any questions. So no worries. It's just fine. Nice. Okay, let's see. For hands, I would highly recommend drawing with reference because it can really make a big difference. Even though I've been drawing hands for a long time as well, I can still see a big difference when I draw with reference and without reference. So let's see. I'm gonna assume that this is without reference. So, oh, you use your own hands actually. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Usually, what I would like to do is if I use my own hands, I'll take a picture of it and then I'll kind of put it side by side to draw because that is a bit more consistent. But sometimes if I'm stuck on how to draw hands, I'll just like um, motion it with my own hands and kind of draw based on that. But yeah, let's see. Mm, Here it looks a bit, it feels like you're a bit confused by the thumb here. I think this would suit a bit more. Yeah, and this goes here. Okay. And I think drawing fingernails, especially doing them like this, having this curve thing, really helps to indicate the direction of the nail. Because without this, it's just kind of like a sausage. Oh wait, no, it is. You do have a nail, but it's like your nail goes down. But according to perspective, it would go like this, something like this if you have short nails. So yeah, that helps. Okay, this one should go down. That's correct. I really like the what's it the how do I say it? The 3D-ness of this because you really understand. You can understand that there is a 3D form here. This one goes like this. Maybe this thing kind of a little bit goofy because it's straight. But yeah. Yeah, it looks good. Really nice. This is a little bit less detailed, but still pretty good nonetheless. I kind of like to add this little thing at the knuckles so that you can kind of tell that it's like the knuckles that are pointing out. Even if my reference doesn't really show it that obviously, I still like to do it because it indicates where some things are. And doesn't have the crinkle. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, there's a stitch. Oh, you had like a thumb accident before. That's kind of crazy. Dang, did get confused. Oh, condolences to your thumb, but it's kind of cool. But yeah, I think without your thumb stitch, it would probably be like this. Yeah. And for thumbs, I kind of like to add this line that can like indicate a bit of the skin stretching, because when you, let's say when you, okay, I'll just draw a quick hand here. When you stretch out your thumb, here's your hand. You can kind of see there's this little fold here. It's not that obvious, but it's like kind of like a fold of skin. Little bit of fold of skin, kind of goes like this. So I kind of like to indicate that here. So yeah, I like to include this. So I like to include. Why is it not working? I like to include this thing as a cool little. Yeah. Okay. Nice, but really nice hands. Put them next to the references. But yeah, these are a few useful notes that you guys can have, and I'll teach you guys how to draw these lines in a second, because even still now at my uh like level of skill, I sometimes still get confused on how to draw this like accurately, because it kind of ends up looking weird. So yeah, you need to look at a lot of references, and it essentially just starts coming up from here. So hold on 1 second. This thing would uh, basically be the thing that comes out. I think these are tendons or veins. I think they're tendons that are on your fingers. So if you, let's say you have like a skinnier character, do you have any? Oh, you need a lot of time. You need to invest a lot of time to get really good because um hold on. Okay. You need to invest a lot of time to get really good because if you don't usually draw that much, it's a bit difficult for you to see some improvement. But like you can usually doodle sketch on your textbooks, your um notes and stuff like that because I always do that. Yeah, you need time sadly. Yeah, yeah. Hold on. Okay. Yeah. So you still need to invest quite a lot of time to do this type of stuff well. But oh, I had 2 year burnout. Oh. The good thing is the progress usually it will get stagnant, but I don't think it will, uh, go down. Like progress can be like, like this, but it wouldn't really like go down. Can be stagnant a little bit. But there will be some days where it will feel like you went down because of like art blocks and stuff. Because sometimes you might look at something you drew last time, you'd be like, oh my god, why was that kind of nice, but now I can't draw anymore. That's like, it's not that your skill went down, it's just that you are having a little bit of an art block. And usually I kind of find myself having that when I try to draw without reference or to doodle something and like it's not really giving, it's not giving. But if you start using references correctly, it will actually like be almost impossible to fail. But yeah. Okay, back to hands and fingers. This is also a really good tip where you don't want to just draw like very straight fingers. You kind of want to put a little like pep in it to make your artwork look more interesting, especially if it's like a more slender character or something. I usually like to do like this little curve thing to stylize it a little bit. But yeah, you can usually do this if it's like a more like solid, sturdy character. Because this type of stuff can really indicate what kind of character you have. Like this can be a bit more like slim, a bit more interesting. It's like if this person is very flexible or like you can exaggerate some of their movements with this type of like lines. So yeah, you can see a difference between this and this. If you have like a very, chunky character or a character that's very squarish, then you can use this type because it will also indicate a certain trait about your character. Okay. Oh my gosh, I have to shift them all into the same folder. Okay. Next, we have a bunch of hands. These are just some nice references for you guys to look at. They're not all mine because I had a lot of hands in my sketchbook and my assignments, but it's all on paper, and I was really lazy to just take pictures and stuff. So we were just using, other artists as references today. But yep, there are a lot of nice. It's either 3 or 4. Let me see. Mm. Improving is honestly inevitable. Like you will improve if you keep drawing, but it's just that sometimes your progress will seem slow. And sometimes your progress can be like really fast if you, let's say, like see something, like you look at this and you kind of try to draw according to it, and you'll notice like, oh my God, it looks really looks pretty good when you kind of like reference it and follow it. But this is what I like to call building your visual library, which is when you look at more art or you look at an object or you look at hands very often, you even just looking and observing has like a very big difference. Because if you observe this, you have to like see every single little detail and you have to like kind of learn how to draw it. And that's basically in like you're saving this item, like this visual, into your mental library. So like let's say you draw your hands according to this reference, and this thing kind of like it goes into your brain in your like visual library. So in the future, if you ever draw like a hand in this angle again, you will kind of remember like how you draw it. You kind of remember like, oh, there's this one line here, there's this here. So yeah, you need to improve your visual library because you can't just draw out of thin air. You know, you can kind of draw like out from imagination and stuff, but you need to have like a visual in your head or like at least seen enough things to know what to draw. So yeah, just practice. Oh, try the bottom. Ooh, nice. Yeah, that's a very slender, very, very slender hand. Okay. Ooh, very nice notes. Okay. Very cute. Very cutesy. Okay, yeah, that's a really nice referencing from here. I would say maybe the angle of it is a little bit off because you can't do it like this. But it's fine if you just want to like agak-agak your reference and stuff like that. But if you want to follow very accurately, you can notice that this angle should be like somewhere like here. And so her finger should be here. But aside from that, these are pretty okay. I think it's pretty good. Might be a little too thin, but really depends on your character. And wait, this is the top. Yeah, but aside from that, I think it's pretty good. You kind of followed the reference, but not completely. But yeah, you need to, be careful about this, like the slight like differences. So yeah, sometimes a little bit of differences can kind of derail the whole drawing. So yeah, sometimes just a little bit of separate, a little bit of like difference doesn't isn't that noticeable, but yeah, if you really look into it, it can be a bit different. But your current hand is already pretty decent. It can pass off as a good hand. But yeah, if you want, you can just learn to look at references a bit better. But yeah, nice hand. So yeah, I would recommend you guys to maybe look at some of these hands and really study them, really draw right next to them, kind of like this. Like you look at the structure that they do, like the lines that they have, and you kind of notice like, oh, it's like a rectangle, like a weird hexagon, and then this. So you kind of just look at the structure of it, and you kind of just copy it. And then, as I said just now, the thing that connects all of these. So yeah, ta-da, hand. So yeah, here are a bunch of hands as well. I'm just gonna leave these into the notes as references, so you guys can take a look after class. I just leave show's hand in there. And okay, this one is what I wanted to teach as well, so you guys can see how people draw these beautiful lines. I love these. For those who want some references. Ah, nice. Very nice. You can put this in the library, actually, art references. You can put this in here so that whenever we want to, look for references and stuff, we can just come here. Yeah, I think I should start putting more references here. It's empty. I don't think we really use this channel much. But yeah, we should start using it more. Okay, so we got these. Honestly, these are pretty easy. Oh, why is it not working? Okay. And anyone's computer just sometimes kind of not work. Okay. As you can see, I feel like the hand was so Scaramouche. Possibly. Maybe it's because of the black, what's it, nail polish? But yeah, okay. Looking at this, let's see. Looking at this, you can see like the joints are all around here. And then let's say this is the palm. Also, the lines don't always, it doesn't always kind of be the same. I feel like the top, like the middle finger is always up. So it kind of slants up and it slants down for your hexagon. So yeah. Okay, here's your thing. And this is what I was talking about, the skin fold here. I love this. This is so cute. It's like such a nice detail. Okay, so as we said so earlier, there's just this weird little thing. Basically, it connects to kind of your other muscles. Like it's I think your forearm muscles. Yeah, it connects your forearm muscles. So when you like, let's say if you kind of lift your hand up like this, it's kind of hard not doing this in person. But if you lift your hand up like this, like you lift it up like this, it kind of it kind of uses the forearm muscle. Forearm muscle. So you kind of use this, and then you notice when you do that, your like these lines just kind of start coming out. Like if you put your hand straight in front of you and then pull it up like this. So yeah, you can use that as reference as well. But it only happens when you're quite tense. So it goes like this, 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 this. The pinky one is usually not very obvious, but yeah. Your hand, that's it. The back of your hand, yeah, the back of your hand just does this. So yeah, you can study these when you have the time. Here is like, let's say let's apply the same thing. This is the thumb, sorry, not thumb, the palm. Okay, like this. Here is, according to the perspective, here is the thing, the connection, and then it goes to your forearm. But yeah, you notice that it goes like this. Whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. Ah, nice. That's a really nice hand. I think you use reference for it, right? Because reference definitely helps that. Let's see. Looks really good. Let's see. Yep. Very nice use of reference, because if you use reference, you can see that it looks more natural instead of drawing it yourself. So yeah, this looks good. You have the tree. I can tell that there is quite some perspective here, because this is longer and this looks smaller. So yeah, nice. I would say if I were to push the perspective a bit more, I would bring this down a bit more. Yep. And then your knuckle, and then, okay, one knuckle, two knuckle. And then this is just going to be your normal hand. So yes, nice shading as well, by the way. Nice separation of this. Okay. Very nice. This looks good. For this year, notice what knuckles there are here. But yeah. Ooh, this is kind of very twisty one. But yeah, this looks good. Yep, looks very good actually. But yeah, nice use of reference. Put that there. Okay, so I want everyone to try drawing this together according to what I taught y'all. So this is kind of like a class exercise. So we'll be drawing this together. So let's say we break this down. Can you send it? Oh yeah, sure. Boop, boop, boop. Here we are. Hand. Okay. This hand looks like it's going to cast a spell on you or something. It's like he's going to domain expansion. No way is this Gojo. I actually never watched Jujutsu Kaisen. I know I'm a boomer. No, I'm not a boomer, but I don't know. For some reason, I just didn't really watch JJK. Yeah, but it's really popular. Okay, so let's do what we do best. Let's study the reference. So as you can see, it looks really weird and goofy. Yeah, it's like we know about it, but we didn't watch it. We know about Geto and Gojo and stuff, but we don't even watch it because everyone's always talking about it. Okay, so here's your funny looking thing. So from there you can see the balls of your hands are kind of here. And then this one would be kind of stretched out, and then this would be like this. So you can see it's very 3D-ish. Here is hollow. Okay, so that's your palm. Let's have another layer for the fingers. Okay, so from the fingers you can see this is what was connected to the knuckles. Here is here. So when you draw fingers, you want to know that they are 3D. So I taught you guys to do like these wrapping lines to show that it's 3D, and it really helps you to really know what direction you are drawing your thing at, your artwork. So with the lines, you can see that it's coming out. So this is what we call foreshortening, where you, let's say, let's say you have a cube, not a cube, you have a rectangle. What is it called? A cuboid. Let's say you have a cuboid. So it's a bit scuffed. But yeah, let's say you have a cuboid. You draw little lines on it. So according to perspective, if you are looking at the cuboid in a different angle, let's say you're looking from here, it will look like this. Like this, and then it goes into one point because you're looking at it at an extreme angle. Boop, boop. And then here is dot dot dots. So here are the wrapping lines. Oops. Wrapping lines. This is like just some basic perspective for you guys. So we can actually apply this to our hand, our fingers and hands and stuff. But this is not the actual perspective, let's say the actual perspective class, because we will have, I think, a few classes dedicated just for perspective, like your poses and stuff in perspective. Yay. Okay, so here is how you would look at the cube at a certain angle. So same thing goes for fingers. If some of the fingers are like right in front of wherever it's coming out of, you can't, like, it's kind of blocking itself. So don't worry, don't try to, draw all three pieces of the finger. Sometimes it just blocks itself. So yeah. Okay, continuing on to the next finger. Go, that's pieces, three pieces, of course. Okay, so here, it's this direction. So yeah. Okay, this is kind of my favorite type of part to draw, like this part of the finger, because some people will really push the perspective and really draw it like this. Like, yeah, something like that. So it just kind of look like a weird, very funny head. But this is actually how some people draw the finger. But yeah, it's kind of a weird shape. But yeah, this is if you want to exaggerate your fingertips. If not, the usual, say this is this line, here. So this is what we're doing is we're analyzing the reference first before actually drawing it. Okay, and you can draw this line as well because it indicates that this kind of folds over a bit. And then 1, 2, 3, this again. And then you want to draw this line because it really helps you realize that there's like some fats here that kind of go over some skin. Yeah. Okay. Thumb. Like this. Thumb, I usually like to imagine it like a kind of like a drumstick. So yeah, here's your drumstick. Okay, so that's our hand analyzed. Let me lower opacity of this. Okay, that's it analyzed. So now we can try to draw it on our own. So just draw it according to the reference. It's your thumb, I mean not your thumb, your pad, your paw pads, if you were a cat. Okay, there you go. Palm. And if you're drawing a hand, it doesn't have to be every single stroke has to be accurate or anything because you're just, referencing. But you want to try to get it as accurate as you can so it doesn't look too weird. Let's see. But yeah, the good thing about hands is that if we have a very specific pose that we want, we can just do it with our own hands. Take a picture and then just reference it. So yeah, here's our thumb. This said it didn't come out a bit, so I'm gonna bring it out a bit more. Thumb. Okay. Okay, first, second, third, and down here. So your agak-agak skills have to be very good. Where you can see kind of where this would be, that would be. It's like you have to keep looking here and then looking here and trying to make it look as similar as possible. And you can try to take the position of, you can look at the position of this. Let's say you want to draw this fingernail. You're like, oh, where do I put it? You look at this line that you already have here and you kind of draw it around the same place. So here, and then you'll be like, okay, this is the where I want to put it because it looks the same. So yeah. Okay, this goes like this. You basically want to keep looking left, right, left, right, left, right when you're drawing according to reference. Okay. So yeah, this, if you guys are finished with your this hand, you can send it in to the chat, then I can look at it. But yeah, this one is a bit challenging because of the different directions. Let's see here, here. Okay, go. Then I'm kind of applying these lines that kind of show that it kind of goes out and goes in again. Because this is your joints. Nice. Okay, hold on. I'll take a look in a second. Okay. Okay. Ooh, this kept making me focus as well. This goes up. Okay. Ooh, focusing. Okay. Okay, ta-da, hand. It took quite a while. Okay. So it doesn't have to be too perfect, but you want to get it as accurate as you can. Oh, these are some nice hands. Pop these all together. Okay, let's take a look at this. Okay, these are some nice references as well. Let's see. This one's according to this. Yeah, looks good. Nice looking at references. Okay, very cool. Yep. Oh, I like that you exaggerated here a bit because here it's kind of like rounder, but you kind of exaggerated it a little bit with the spooky hands, with like the the shape, the fluidity shape. Okay, this is cool. Yeah, nice. This one is a bit small compared to the reference because you can see the reference is pretty big, but it's quite accurate itself. Maybe you could want to make these a bit longer. Yep. But yeah, you can see that it does have this. Okay, here, here, and here. So yeah, you might want to make it a little bit longer and see if we can try to make this bigger so it's more accurate to the reference. Something like that. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, looks good. Looks nice. I like this one especially. This one looks cool. Cute. Yes. Let's see, who else do we got? Alice. Ah, nice. Okay, very nice. Nice analysis and nice hand overall. Looks good. Can see that this one thumb in particular is kind of throwing a lot of us off because the shape looks a bit weird. But yeah, this looks good. Maybe if you want, you can kind of see, because this thumb is facing like this. Basically, just perspective wise. Boom. See that, now that's perspective. You just move it a little bit, and now it kind of looks like that. Because if it's according to perspective, this kind of goes either bigger or it doesn't go small. So yeah, you can see 12 and 3 fingers. Let's see. Oh, hold on. See, went to the wrong server. Okay. Yeah, okay, let's see. But yeah, you want to pay attention to the perspective of especially this finger because it's a little bit hard to see. As you can tell, there's like the warping. So yes. Next. Okay, let's see. Let's take a look. Oh my gosh, so many hands. We're looking at so many hands today. I think my hands, the thumb is showing. Oh yeah, that's true. The thumb is like kind of facing towards you. That's why it's a bit, weird. But in general, thumbs are quite, quite forgiving. It's not too strict. Okay, so the fourth and fifth fingers, you feel like it has a problem is because this should kind of emphasize this thing. Sorry, your brain lag a bit there. We kind of want to emphasize this thing. See, and now you can see that this is where it starts, not here. So we have this. Okay. Okay, then this one is fine already. Yep. Like this is kind of like the top of the hand as well. So here, this one is pretty good, but also same thing. You wanna just do this, like making sure that your perspective is perspectiving. Doing it like this to make it seem like it's going into the front. So yeah, I know it's very, very tempting to just like make it like this, but because it's in the front a bit, you gotta kind of make the front one bigger. So yeah, this one. So it's like this, so it goes in. And yeah, these are pretty good. You can kind of make this a bit more bent if you want. Oh, not like this. Further out. Okay, but yeah, looks pretty good. You can kind of round this out a bit. But yeah, don't forget about the perspective because it will come and bite you in the butt. So yeah. Ta-da! It's just very minor fixes. In general, it's okay, but there's just little details that will make it feel like it looks weird because of like the perspective or something. So yeah, that's why I feel references are super important. The thumb itself, even if you didn't follow this thumb is already pretty good. I can tell that you kind of have a sense for drawing it already. So yeah, thumb itself is fine. Don't have to follow exactly. Okay, let's see. Shows. So many hands. I feel like that one villain in Boku no Hero Academia with like a bunch of hands on his face and everywhere. So that's how I'm feeling right now. Okay, let's see. Mm, Shigaraki. I think so. I kind of forgot his name, but it's the villain. The spooky, yeah, the guy with a lot of hands. I call him the hand guy. The guy with a bunch of hands. Okay, so for this, you can see that some of it is a little bit like different angle. You can push this here so it follows the reference a bit more. Here, and this kind of goes a little bit like this. Yeah. So just by fixing some of these things, you can see that it makes a little bit of a difference. It's just like sometimes it's a bit hard to see here. And then you want to move this the same direction like this because it is 3D. You can see like the fold here. So don't forget about that. Don't forget about this. Okay. Okay, then okay, the thumb is a little bit different, but it's fine. And yeah, you want to kind of bring this in to exaggerate the form a bit more. So I want to do like this and then bring in like this, like how here and it ends here. Yeah, you should try to make it end around your pinky area. Okay, then you, oh, looks weird, don't know why. Okay, I'll help you in a bit. But yeah, I think for you, you made these, oh, your these look a bit too, oh, look a bit too thin, you know, because you're very used to like this, and then smaller. Like you're used to like making it smaller, smaller, smaller like that. But since there is some perspective here, it's best that you don't do that, and it's best that you kind of shorten it and fix it. So here's an easy way to show you what I mean. Just doing this and warping it just like a little bit. Oops. Here, kind of already gives it the shape. Okay, then you bring this up a bit. The fingernail really makes a difference, really shows you the perspective of the thing. Okay, and ta-da. Okay, then this one, you gotta remember bring it out still. Because I think this is a guy's hand, so it's still quite, uh, what's it? Still quite boxy. So yeah. Then okay. Ooh, this one should be bigger actually. Okay, out a bit, then in like this. So yeah, here would be more accurate. Okay, yep. Something like this would be more accurate. Ta-da. Wonder if I can see it before after. Okay, nice, nice. Oh, everyone's giving some nice hands. Okay. Okay, Aston's. Oop. These pictures are always so big. Okay. Oh, okay, it's not too crazy. Okay. Yeah, as you can see, the reason why, if you put it side by side, you can see there's some differences. Oh, okay. Ah, nice. Okay. So for starters, you want to make sure you have the shape of this thing first. What color should I use? Just use bright blue. Bright green. Okay. You want the shape of this to kind of be accurate. So you see here, it's a bit too long now because there's perspective. So you want to do is make it like this. Right. So because you drew like the base of it a bit wrong, you kind of like made your brain think it's like a bit like that. So you follow the the taller palm. But actually, if you make sure that you get this shape right, then you can do it well. So you want to move this, move it down. So yeah, sometimes one small thing can kind of make the whole thing feel a bit wrong. So don't be afraid to keep trying, because sometimes I have to, like when I draw something on, like if I draw something on digital, let's say, and I don't like it, I would just restart it and draw again. So yeah, restarting and drawing again is quite helpful sometimes, because sometimes you don't know what's wrong. So yeah, it's the shape of the palm itself. You gotta make it like shorter, like this. Like this, a bit shorter. But yeah, you have to start with that. Okay, let's see. Oh, so many hands. Okay, okay. I'm just gonna put this away first. Okay, this is huge. Let's see. Okay, this looks pretty good. Looks like you're using the reference, but you're still keeping it your style. Your structure is pretty good. Let me see. Structure itself is quite good. Yep, this one. It's just that this finger is fine. You can kind of push a bit more here. to make it seem a bit more, you know, a bit more bent, because it looks a bit straight right now. But yeah, here you go to bend it a little bit more. And this one, same thing as well. Kind of want to make it a little bit bigger to show the perspective. And for the nails, I mean, yeah, kind of want to draw it in, out. There you go. Okay, then for this, also we have this, and then this. So this, and then this. It's out. Yep, can bend it around a bit. And this can go a little bit under. But yeah, more or less it's pretty accurate to the shape itself. Your palm, like as long as your palm shape is pretty good, I'm pretty sure your brain will have a more easier time telling like, oh, where is where. So yeah, overall your base shape is already pretty good. Just like a few of your fingers you can adjust a little bit and you'll be good. Pretty good. Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, that's better, but still I can still see that you're struggling a bit with this one still, because it's not really, oh, why is it doing this? Okay, it's not really doing the 3D that you want it to, so you don't need to be afraid. Is this the right one? Okay, you don't need to be too scared to just completely make it big. Yeah, for the 3D effect. So yeah, one, and also you can make this a little bit shorter still. Yep, because this kind of ends here towards this little bit of the pinky. So yeah, well, overall still pretty good. You can also exaggerate here a bit more. But yeah, nice. Okay, let's see, Nurul. Does this work if I do this? Oh, okay, it's a PNG, so I need to save it. Okay, let's see. Rasterize. Okay, well, Nurul, I think you should look at the reference first, like this. You can study the reference by looking at the shape of the palm. It's like this, right? So you kind of have to make sure that the shape is almost or like quite exactly the same. So like this, and then see this goes up like this. Yours is like kind of going down. So you want to make sure it's going up like this. See every part of it up. Okay, then this shape is okay already. This shape. So you want to bring it up like that. Let me just make this a bit more. Yep. Okay. So now you can see that it's the same shape as this. That's very important. Then you start with your thumb. The thumb, let me change the color. Okay, let's use red. So thumb, you can see it's going down like this. So yours is going like straight like this. You want to bring it down. But yeah, your drawing skill itself is already pretty good. I think for you, you need to work a bit more on observation skill. So you can notice like, oh, this goes down, and then this one has like a curve here, but yours is going up. So you need to make sure that there's a curve here. But this type of thing takes quite some time to practice. So over time, you'll notice like the way that you draw and the way that the reference is like kind of different. So then if you notice where it's different, you can fix it. So yeah, so you go this going this way, then you can just draw like this over the reference, and then you draw the same here, and then you see like this, like this. So you can agak-agak. It's kind of the same. And you notice this part is like this. Just agak the part here. So this one can bring down a bit. Yep, something like that. So yeah, bring it down. But yeah, your observation, you need to really practice it, really make sure that the base of your hand is correct first, then only you can, continue. But yeah, then this one is up a bit, right? Up a bit, and then this one is 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, and then the small one, small one. Okay. So yeah, you need to learn how to follow references like that. Ta-da! Let me just bring this to the side. Yeah, so you can see the direction like this. You can draw on the reference first. You can see like this, then do like this. Just make sure it's parallel. You draw like this parallel, then you can follow like this. This, then you copy this, so the arrow looks the same. Then you know which direction to draw. Something like that. So yeah. But yeah, nice try. I think your drawing skill is pretty good. It's just that your observation. Okay, let's see. The foreshortening. Yeah, the foreshortening is very difficult. Okay, let's see. Again. Okay. Okay. So for this, you want to remember. Let's use blue. This. Okay, then there's this one thing that goes down here. This part is basically the paw pad part, if you remember. Like a hand. Oop. Okay, hand. Let's say this is the thumb. Paw pad here. Then this one's another one. So the paw pad here is kind of just this, but it's just in a weird shape because this person is facing, like, it's kind of like foreshortened. So yeah, you have to imagine it like that. The reference observation is already pretty good, I think. Oh, let me just make this. Okay, I think it's also okay. This one is fine. This is fine. I see a lot of you guys were like struggling with this part. You guys kind of gotta bring this up and then bring this out here. See? Kind of goes like here. This is where it meets this finger, right? So this one goes like this. Okay. And then the same thing with the thumb. Oh, same thing with the thumb. You can use distort as a tool to really make it look. See, I just like did a little bit of a distortion and it already looks more like the reference. See, before, this is before, and then this is after. It kind of looks the same now, right? This and this. So yeah, there. Okay, this one's fine. Yeah, I can see that there's a little bit of a thing with this one. This one is still fine. Maybe just a little bit more foreshortening, like here. This. Okay, but this one, it's going, let's say, 1, 2, 3 this way. But yours is going 1, 2, and then this is bumping too much inwards. So I think you have to start a little bit more inwards as well. Because you see this kind of goes like this. So this. Okay, the thumb is fine. Thumbs are generally pretty forgiving. Okay, 1, 2, and then this one looks like it's going in. That's why it looks a bit weird. But once you put it out like this, ta-da! Now it looks like a normal hand. So yeah, your main problem was this one going in, but it's supposed to go like this direction. So yeah, nice. Still pretty good hand. Just the finger problem. But yeah. Oh, we've been drawing the same hand for so long now. Okay. I think that's enough for this hand. There's a lot of them all together. Stick them here. Okay. But yeah, overall you guys did quite a good job. And now time for feats. If you guys are still doing the hand and whatever, you can put it in the chat when you're done. But I'm gonna move on to feet first. Feet, we're just gonna talk about it quite simply, in quite simple terms, because I don't want to complicate feet too much. You don't need to uh, draw feet too detailedly. You just want to know enough of the structure of the feet that you can, let's say, like draw your character, your character sheet and stuff like that. Where maybe like let your character wear shoes and stuff. So if you don't know the actual structure of the feet, you will find that it's like, oh, why do my feet look so weird? They don't look like they are actually 3D. They don't look like their structure. So yeah, here is your structure of your foot. So I like to separate it into 4 parts. Is this, what is this? Oh, it's an empty layer. Okay, a bunch of those. Okay, so we have 1, 2, and let's just use white. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Actually, no, let's call this 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 is like just your leg. So basically, 4 is where your kind of leg and your ankle kind of connects. So your ankle would be kind of like here, so it just connects before your heel. This part is a bit hard to understand, but yeah, this is basically where your ankle connects to your heel. So this is the rest of your foot. Alright, then this is your heel, basically. Heel. Let's say this is ankle. Well, we're learning. It's like a learning uh, anatomy. That is kind of like the middle of your foot, middle. And then this one is like your toes and your front, like your front. So usually it's kind of like this. Okay, this is like a triangular shape usually. So you kind of want to imagine it being like a little bit of like a cone. You know how like people when they draw feet just do this. You just kind of want to separate it like that. So once you separate it, you can connect it pretty well. Ta-da. Then you go, there's a foot. So yeah, you kind of have to know the structure. And once you draw it out like this, you can use this in any type of characters and stuff that you want to draw. So yeah, don't forget that your middle is basically kind of like your arch, so it'll arch in. But essentially it connects everything. The second one connects everything. So see, same thing, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just that you move it over a bit, you can see more of the front toe. And the second one kind of connects like this. Right, then if you move more, it's going to be directly in front. You just look like this, you can see more of your ankles this way. Ankles. But you do not see the heel when you're facing front. And then when you're facing the back, it's your heel that kind of goes up here and you barely see the front. Like can't really see. Blocked. And don't forget you can draw these tendons because drawing front and back, front versus back, it's kind of really hard to tell what is front, what is back, unless you add some details like this, like these little heels, these little like tendons. I think this is called the Achilles heel, if I'm correct. I forgot. I think this is the Achilles heel. So you want to add these little details, so you're like, oh, okay, this only appears in the back. And then this in the front, there's none of that. So yeah. But I think this is a pretty useful note, pretty useful piece of reference. And I'll be putting this into the notes. Okay, a little bit more on the feet. Okay, a little bit more on the feet. You want to just, we're not going to be drawing the bottom of the feet too often. But you know, if you've ever seen footprints or anything, you kind of know that the shape is in general like this. Kind of points up, just like how the hand kind of points up as well. This. This is like the ball of your feet. Then the balls of your hands are like these here. This. So it always comes out here. And this one always comes out here as well. Like these are your hands. For some reason it just always has this weird slope. But yeah. Don't forget it. That your hands are not like this. Although you could draw it like that, but usually there is a little indent like this. Ta-da. Usually you want to have this. Same thing with toes. And for feet, they're pretty simple. You just kind of have a huge toe, and then the rest are all just together. Right? So there's like 4 of them. So that's the bottom of your feet. So you kind of have to imagine it as a 3D item, I guess. These are pretty important angles, but other than that, these angles are not used very often. But you can practice on your own time if you like, looking at like some nice references and stuff. But yeah, this is all I'm gonna teach you guys about feet. Not too much because as long as you know the structure of the feet, you won't need to get too much in detail of it. Not as much as the hands anyway, because for feet, you typically do not need to draw it that often, but your structure needs to be good. So yeah. All right. So for this class, I want to introduce you guys to this website. I think we use this for I'm gonna put it in art references, okay? This website where it gives you a bunch of a bunch of figures, a bunch of references, a bunch of photos. So they have a hands and feet tool. So you can choose either both hands and feet, hands or just feet. Then you can choose like male or female. Let's say both hands and feet. Oh, okay. So I want us to try doing this, to try drawing according to this references that they give. So how do I set this up? Let me try. Chuckles, I'm in danger. Yeah, this is going to be good for training you to draw very quickly. Very, very quickly. So what you want to do is you want to just do this with your application if you only have one monitor like me. Okay, this is what you want to do. Okay, and let's say I do this. Oh, pause it. So you want to do this with your Discord. Oh my god. Ignore the amount of tabs I have. Just ignore it. Okay. So you want to just try drawing like this. So we're just gonna do some quick gesture drawings of these hands. It doesn't have to be that accurate, but I want you guys to look at these references of these hands and just try to follow the reference, basically. So I'm not going to make it too hard, not gonna give it a very short timer. Can take your time on this a bit. But you know, just a little drawing cool down session. Oh, okay. Yeah. usually it does. Eh, nope. Nope, I have no idea. Okay, not the top right, just the side. Okay. Hmm. Oh, okay. Cool. I did not know that. Okay. Thanks for the tip. Very nice. I will be remembering this. Okay, let me just take a sip of water first. We can take a little break now, if you guys want, before we start drawing the gestures. But yeah, just take a little break, go to the toilet, go grab some water, go get a drink, get a snack before we start this little exercise. Not gonna be too hard today, cause you know, got this one. Nice, nice hand. But I want you guys to draw the same one as me. So you would want to put your Discord up while you draw, so we can all be drawing the same one together. Because if you guys want to draw it in your own time and stuff like that, you can use this website for your references, for your assignments, for practice and whatever. So yeah, I want y'all to draw the same thing as me on my screen. If you can see it. Can you see it? Can make it a bit bigger. Oh, it doesn't. Okay. But yes, I want you guys to kind of draw the same thing here. Okay, move it a little bit. Okay. But yeah, let's take like a 5-ish minute break. Take your time. Have a little intermission. Okay, while we're having a break, let me take a look. Okay, it's better, but you can see there's still some things that are a bit different. Like this it's going up. This one is kind of too far, but I think it's still okay. This one down here, this one, I think it should be a bit closer, not too long. This goes like this, so you want it to be like this also. But yeah, it's slowly in the right direction. Mm, to bring this up a bit. Okay. Yeah, something like that. I've drawn this hand like so many times now. But yeah, it's getting closer. Just need to practice a bit more. But yeah, I can see that the shape of this is more or less correct. Just gotta bring this down a bit. Yep. Yeah, here like this. So you can draw over your reference to make sure that what you're drawing is the same. So sometimes you wanna like, if you see this, you draw this here, then you draw this here. So you kind of have the muscle memory, like this, then you like this, like this. so you can make it more similar to a reference. Don't be scared to draw over your reference. Just sketch over it. Not too much, but yeah, sketch over it a bit. Okay. Okay, we can resume in 3 minutes. Just gonna sip. Okay, let's get back to it. I don't know if anyone is not here. Okay, I hope you guys are ready. So let's just start by just sketching lightly. Use whatever pen you want. So let's just draw this knife together. Switch my pen though. Is to have a really nice pen. Oh my gosh. To this? Ooh, okay, it's this. Okay, my favorite pen. This one you can't really draw over your reference because, you know, it's on my screen. So it's really testing you to look at your reference very closely. But yeah, if you want to get just like references for practice, you can do this, then you can take a screenshot and stuff. Because sometimes drawing very quickly is a bit difficult. But yes, don't need to be too detailed, don't need to be very exact. Just make sure it looks like a hand. Okay. So is it okay if I don't? Oh no, it's okay. But it's just a little practice for us to cool down. If you want to draw some other references and some other hands as well, it's fine. But yep, be best if you can draw it so that I can see And I can give like some advice. But yeah. Okay, for drawing a fist. Really, this is basically drawing a fist. Oh, this knife looks weird. Okay. Okay, there it is. So, yep. Whoever is drawing this, if you're done, you can send it in the group chat. Okay, should go in. You can see it doesn't look exactly the same, but it kind of looks like a hand, which is good enough, usually. Okay. Oh, that was quick. Okay, nice. That's a nice one. Looks good, looks good. Oh, sorry. Keep switching around. Okay, whoever wants to send in yours. Okay. Okay, looking good. Good thing I didn't turn on the timer because the timers are like, I think 30, 60 seconds, so you have to draw super fast. But it's okay, we're taking a bit of time for this. Okay, I gotta notice that there are overlaps. So sometimes your hands are overlapping, your fingers are overlapping the other fingers. Boop. Ta-da. And then it will come out. Yeah. Okay. Oh, that's a nice hand. Okay, very nice. This is some good practicing. Really good practice. Okay, okay, nice. Don't forget about the overlapping of the fingers. Okay, you can see the direction of the fingers all a bit different. Okay. Okay. Let's go to the next one. Whoever is not finished, good luck. I can just put this into the chat actually. Put this in, let's see, art references. Yep. Can put this here in case anyone wants to see it. Okay, let's go for the next hand. Ooh, okay. This up here. This is a bit difficult. This is a bit challenging. Okay, it's just to test your speed on following a reference. Wonder what he's holding in his finger. Oh, it looks weird. Huh. Okay. What is this finger? It's interesting. Okay, let's see. Okay, nice, nice, nice hands. Nice hands holding the knife. Okay, let's see. I have no idea what this guy is doing with his hands, I'm not gonna lie to you. Because, how is that pointing like that? That's so weird. But okay. This is a super weird one. Because the way that he's holding his fingers are so weird as well. Okay. Yeah, twisting the pinky with the ring finger. But I wonder why. Why would you need to do this? This doesn't seem very natural. Let's see. Oh, was I during? Oh, no, I wasn't at Animagaki. I was so sad because I couldn't go for Animagaki. I didn't get to register in time. So, probably it wasn't me. But I really wanted to go to Animagaki. I had such a big FOMO. But if you guys are in the area, I will be at TAGCC, which is, I think, in 2 weeks. Yeah, TAGCC is in 2 weeks and it's at Tropicana Gardens Mall. I'm gonna be boothing there, so you guys can come say hi if you want. And yeah, I'll give you guys a free sticker if you come. If you're like, oh, like Winky Sensei, I'm one of your students, I'll be like, oh, okay, here's a free sticker. They have space for the knife side dishing. That's okay. It still looks kind of like a knife, yeah. As I said, doesn't have to look too. Huh? Oh, wait, what? You know you bought from my booth. Oh, is it Noizucon? Was it either Noizucon or Nijigen? Because I feel like I have seen a Springtrap. Um, yeah, that would be crazy because I remember I was like, "Ooh, nice." Oh, Nijigen. Oh my God, that's so crazy. It's such a coincidence because I remember you. I was like, "Oh my God, is that a Springtrap head?" And you were like, "Yes." And I asked for a picture of it. Ah, yeah, yeah, yeah. I remember seeing a Springtrap head, like you were just carrying it around. And I was like, oh my God, that's so cool. Can I take a picture? That's crazy. This is such a coincidence. Oh yeah, that was before I actually started teaching. Um, I can probably find the picture of that actually. Do I have it? Hmm, Springtrap. I don't know if I have it in my current camera, but I really remember there being a Springtrap head. I did not know you end up as Isaiah. That's such a coincidence. Yeah, I asked for a picture of the head as well. That's so cool. So we have actually met before. That's so cool. That's so crazy. But yeah, if you do come to the next convention, come and say hi. I'll give you guys like a sticker or something. Be cute. And oh my gosh, these two hands are so hard to draw. We'll visit taking more art. Yeah, if you want, you can do art trades as well. Like if you have any prints of any of your artworks or anything. So I like to do with a lot of people that booth. Like we like to trade prints and stuff. But oh my god, looks so good. Let's see. Oh my god, I can tell that these fingers are very messed up. Hmm. These are very hard to draw. If you guys can't draw this, I don't blame you. Because even I'm confused. I'm like, what is this? What on earth is this? Hmm. I gave up. I'm trying. I feel like I'm giving up too. Okay. You know what? No, no. Never give up. Never surrender. We're all gonna suffer. Yeah, I'm actually struggling with this thing. Ooh, okay. Yay. Never back down, never what? Never give up. Yes. The spirit. Keep the spirit alive, guys. Okay, I did it. Oh my god. That was torture. I don't blame you guys if you guys don't want to draw this one. This is terrible. What are these hands? Oh my god. Ninjutsu signs. Even the even the freaking ninjas are not twisting their fingers like this. That's crazy. Let's say first try. It's okay, you can take your time. Oh, no, I saw your knife. It was still okay. It's pretty good already. Yep. Take your time. Luckily I screenshot it for you guys. Let's go screenshot this as well because maybe some of you. Oh wow, nice job, Alice. Was that torture? Because I assume that's torture. What the heck is this? Honestly, yeah, that is true. Here's the picture if any of you guys want to draw it. But yeah, we definitely took on a challenge with this thing. Yeah. Okay, next. We don't want that. Okay, a fist. Very simple, very basic. You can just ignore the whole arm. You can just like focus on the hand. Okay. Oh wow. You guys actually attempted. You actually have two attempts here. That's good. That's good. Right back. Okay, no problem. Class is about to end anyway, so I'm just going to draw this fist and then we can end the class. But yeah, if you guys are coming to TAGCC or want to say hi, just drop me a message on the Discord. I'll be like, oh my god, okay, just let me know if you're here, and I can give y'all a free gift or something. And I really hope that one day some of you guys have your own booths, sell your own art and stuff. That'd be very cool. But usually for boothing, unless it's CF, because CF you can earn quite a lot from CF, but from small booths you don't really earn too much, unless you're really famous. But yeah, no critique about the. Oh yeah, I will send those critiques in after this class. So about maybe tomorrow, today or tomorrow. But yeah, yes, we'll send in draw over. But yeah, I like the clothing folds that you guys did. Really good. I like how some of you guys like changed the pose a little bit to fit your character more. That's really creative. I like that. So yeah, I hope you guys are interested in character design and stuff like that because next time I think we should talk a bit about character designs and stuff. And if there's anything you guys want to learn specifically, like, oh, I want to learn how to draw like special effects. Oh, you're still here. Oh, okay. This first hand. It's okay. You can take your time with it. It's quite a difficult angle. But yeah, you can send that over to me when you're done as well if you want. But I hope you guys don't mind if I'm a bit slow with the critiques because yeah, I have work and stuff like that. So critiques might be a little bit later than how our class usually is. I hope you guys don't mind. Eh, I'm not a big fan of drawing fists because it's so. Okay, yeah, that's a fist. Yeah, that's fine. This is fine. Okay, done. Okay, I'm just gonna do this as well so you guys can reference here. But yeah, this is all for today. We don't have to have a uh, assignment or anything. If you want, you can. Um, it's not an assignment, but you can finish these hands. You can practice drawing like one or two hands, and you can send it in. But it's not an assignment. It's okay. Oh, nice. Very nice practice, guys. But yeah, we have reached the time. I know some of you guys are kind of tired. So I hope you guys had a nice class today. I hope you guys learned something and something new about how to draw hands and stuff. I will be sending these all the notes and critiques in the notes assignment notes, and I will send y'all the recording. So yeah, thanks for coming to class, guys. Um, if you guys have any questions, feel free to ask. But yeah, nice class, guys. Nice job. Give yourself a hand. Get it? Hand. Because we were drawing hands all day. Give yourself a big hand. Good night. Bye, guys. Just open the soundboard and do a little clap. Clap, 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 clap. Nice job, guys. Nice hands. Very nice. Bye bye. Good night. Bye bye.